Hello, this is Dr. Sunil Mahagaonkar, Faculty, Mechanical Engineering Department, Government Polytechnic, Mumbai. I welcome you all for my first session in the power engineering subject. So, in this session, I am going to take the curriculum of the course Power Engineering in combination with refrigeration and air conditioning. So, this curriculum, it contains both two subjects, that is one is power engineering, that is applied thermodynamics, and the second one is the refrigeration and air conditioning. Okay, now let us we will go with the presentation to understand the curriculum and the use of it for the budding engineers. The course name is Introduction to the Power Engineering and Refrigeration Air Conditioning. So here we are going to see what is the vision and mission of the department. The learning of a course structure, what are the credits, and understanding the course curriculum and the list of course outcomes. So let us, we will go in brief. You are already knowing this, what is the vision and mission of the department. So vision is to promote the sustainable development of the students in order to accomplish our vision of the institute, that is transform knowledge into work. To have this one, so we are committed. There are 5 missions are there. The first mission is implement need based curriculum. So based on the industry's need, so we are developing the curriculum. We have developed P16 already, now it is P19. So as and when it is required, based on that, we are changing the curriculum and we are making use of the new industrial, based on the needs of the industries. We are making changes in the curriculum and that we are bringing for the students. So the second one is M2 is a mission 2 is provide opportunity for lifelong learning through continuing education. And since we are having fifth, the sixth semester, it is a total one semester. It is for the in-plant training. So there they are going to learn the latest technologies in the industries and in the conventional technologies that is there in the lab, labs. So from the fitting smithy shop, so everything that conventional practices also they are studying, they are working on engineering drawing. So like this conventional practices also they are doing it, and the latest technology they will learn in the industry. So that's why the mission 3 is the blend the latest technology with the conventional practices through experiential learning. That's the mission number 4 is to enhance the industry institute interactions. So when our students they will go for in-plant training, so definitely we are having interaction with the industries, and that the students will take the benefit of that. And fifth one, knowing the industries and with the study of entrepreneurship development EDP subjects and the courses which are there in our curricula. So with this one they can it will promote the entrepreneurial capabilities among the students. We believe in high ethical and moral values, safety and environmental friendly practices. So now we will go with the course structure. So course structure, the name is Mechanical Engineering ME 19304. So the course title is Power Engineering and Refrigeration Air Conditioning. So here, as I said earlier, it combines with the power engineering is one subject and refrigeration and air conditioning is the other subject. Since actually we are having 3 years course of time. So within the 3 years, 6 months we are using for the in-plant training, and the rest of the semesters, only 5 semesters are there. In that we are covering around 38 subjects, So in order to cover these 38 or 39 subjects of engineering that are needed for mechanical engineers, right? So in order to get the knowledge and to achieve the even in-plant training, so this type of combination of these subjects are necessary. So anyhow, this becomes very heavy to the students. But we can take this one in some of the things in the practical and some of the things in the theory, and we can cover up all the COs. Whatever our aim is to attainment is there. The CO attainment can be done through the assignment as well as through the paper evaluation, right? So power engineering is a one complete subject, and refrigeration and air conditioning is also a different subject. These are the two core subjects are there, and that are needed for the mechanical engineers. So that's why, and the moreover, the other thing is that since we are in 19 scheme, we have introduced P19, that is a MOOC courses with having credits. So 20 credits we are using for all 5 semesters. So because of that, the credit is shared to the MOOC also. Because of these things, some load will be there for the students, because MOOC is also necessary for the students to get the knowledge outside the curriculum, right? So, and the inside the curriculum, with the curriculum what you are studying, so that is also helpful. That is also used in the industries, isn't it? So that's why we are focusing this two subjects we are combined. So the total theory it is of 3 hours, practical it is of 2 hours, and total it is of 5 hours. The total hours is that is 2.5 hours is the theory examination, and test one, there are two tests is there. Test 1 is 20 marks, test 2 is 20 marks, and 25 is the term work, and total is 125 marks. Okay. So this is about the course structure. So now let us we will go with the what is the power engineering and refrigeration and air conditioning. So this is an application. It is the third level. So here we are going to use the theory of machine. We are going to use with knowledge of these things. You must know it, right? So the thermal power plant or thermal engineering, basic thermodynamics, they should know it. They should know about the fluid mechanics. So these subjects, these are the main basic subjects: physics and the mathematics. It is an engineering tool. It is a tool of engineers. We are calling it as a mathematics. So without that, we cannot understand the analysis of power engineering or in the refrigeration and air conditioning. Physics is a mother of science. So from that, we are learning a lot. And the fluid mechanics, it is advancement of this one. So that that subject is necessary in order to understand the steady flow energy equation and all. And in combination with this, there are 3 more. This is the overall, that is the basic thermodynamics and components used in power plants. That is the component, that is power plants, they should know it. And hydraulic machinery, that is turbines. Okay, so this hydraulic machinery also they should know it in order to study what is power engineering and refrigeration and air conditioning. So the course outcomes, there are 6 outcomes are there. So we are having actually total units are I think around 4 in first and 3 in the second. So that 7 units are there. So in the course outcomes, CO1 to identify the different components and test the performance of IC engine, maintain the reciprocating air compression, use the relevant steam turbines and steam condenser, identify different components of gas turbines and jet engines, test the performance of refrigeration and air conditioning system, make basic calculation of psychometric properties and processes. So this CO6, it is dealing with the air conditioning system. CO5, it deals with the refrigeration systems, that is a vapor compression cycle. Gas turbines and jet engines are CO4. Steam turbines and the parts steam condensers, that is CO3. Air compressor, it's an application tool for various industrial use. So reciprocating air compressor we are using. So that is CO2. And the IC engine, the related matter with this is comes under CO1. So like this 6 course outcomes, and this is the subtopics are there, topics and subtopics. The first one, internal combustion engine. Second subtopic is engine system, and the third one is performance of IC engine. So this is about, it covers the CO1. CO2 is an IC engine and testing of IC engine, performance of IC engine brake. So that thing, it is in the air compressor, that is CO2. Teaching hours is 6, marks is 8, and rubrics, understanding and application level also it is given, that 8 marks, it is distributed 2 plus 2 plus 4. So that means 2 marks for the remember, 2 marks for the understanding, 4 is for the application. As a student, you must know these weightages, right? So that we can attain well in the examination. So we will come to know where to focus and why to focus. Okay. And these things are the subtopics. As you go there, air compressor, single stage, multi-stage, we are dealing with all these things. And the third topic, it is a steam turbines and steam condenser. Here we are using steam turbines, nozzles. Okay, there's the impulse and reaction turbines. All that governings of the steam turbines we are studying there. We are using, even we are studying the condensing systems or condensers, and the cooling towers, types of cooling towers. The total mass is 6 and it is distributed. Remember is 2, understanding is 2, and application is 2. This is fourth topic is gas turbines and jet propulsion. The jet propulsion gas turbine, what the Brayton cycles or the Stirling cycles, the cycles used in these gas turbines, that we are going to deal with that. And jet propulsion systems, turbojet and turbo propeller ramjet engine, application of the jet engines, we are studying it. Rocket propulsions, liquid and solid propellant systems. So the fuels used in this also we are discussing. So it is of again 2 plus 2 plus 2, that is remember 2, understanding 2, and the application 2. So there is total 6 marks and hours is 4 hours. So the fifth topic is introduction to the refrigeration and air conditioning. So the marks is 16, the weightage is more here. So that's why you should concentrate on these subjects. The weightage for understanding as well as to get the marks also, that is also needed, right? 6 plus 6, it is total is 16, That is, remember is 4, understanding is 6, and application is 6. So that means here we are going to deal vapor compression cycle with a different this one PV and other charts, PT, TS and PV diagrams. Okay, and then the air conditioning system. So these two things, it involves the total subject is there. So that's why this subject includes marks is also more for this. Okay, the types of refrigerants and also we have to study. So the other one is the air conditioning. In the air conditioning, what are the air conditioning? What is an DBT, dry bulb temperature? What is wet bulb temperature? Okay, and that thing it covers here. Teaching covers. It is teaching hours is 9 hours. Marks is 12. So 4 plus 4 plus 4. That is 4 for remembrance, 4 for understanding, and 4 for application. So this is the overall distribution of theory marks for each of the chapters. It is given here, total is 60. So you should study accordingly. You have to give the importance as per the weightage. Okay. So as I said, this slide indicates the distribution of theory marks for each of the chapters. The first chapter, IC engine and testing of IC engine. So total marks is 12. Air compressor is 8. Steam turbine is 6. Gas turbine is 6. Introduction to refrigeration is 16. Air conditioning is 12. So that means total 28 marks. It is for the refrigeration and air conditioning. So here the student should concentrate more on this, and you will study little bit about what is the gas turbines, steam turbines, okay, jet propulsions, and air compressor you will study somewhat heavily, right? And IC engine and testing of an IC engine, so that you are studying it much more deeper than the steam turbines on this. So here we are, that's why you have to see that what is understanding level, at what level 4 marks will be there, and 6 marks it is for the application. That means if it is of 6 or 8, it's on depends upon the problem, whether they are asking problem or the application oriented questions. Okay, so these are the application level, understanding level, and the remember level. So as per this, so you have to make your this one, and try to concentrate on which topic we have to give the importance. Okay, always we have to give the importance, but instead of studying gas turbine and jet propulsion, if I am getting interest in that particular subject, what the student will do, he will study the things more in case of gas turbines and jet propulsion, but he will not get that time to cover air conditioning and refrigeration. So that's why, so you have to see that weightage, how much weightage is given by the teacher or the faculty design person. So based on that, we should work on that. Are you getting it? So this is how we have to analyze and read the course curriculum. Okay, first you have to take a day for reading the curriculum only, in order to understand how and in what way we have to give the weightages and importance for that particular topics. Okay, so the other evaluation in the process is there. It is calculated to the, even they can get it from the experiments. So some of the CO1, so all COs are not covered here, but all that CO1, if you say CO3, CO5, if you take it, so it covers the entire things. The working of air conditioning is there, right? And CO3 is the performance of reciprocating air compressor is there. CO1, it is for the two-stroke and four-stroke IC engine. So these things here you are in the assignments. If you provide certain assignments, so the performance of test of an IC engine to prepare heat balance sheet, performance of most test on give the IC engine. Okay, use of exhaust gas analyzer PUC. Okay, performance of two-stage air compressor and to find volumetric efficiency and isothermal efficiency, and the assemble and deassemble of two-stroke and four-stroke. So here our main intention is to not only to develop the skill if the skill work is there, and if uh, other than that they will also come to know what are the features of each component, how that works, right? So that also they have to study it. So that's why in our this one assignment I have made certain assignment. So in that case, that what are the activities carried out by each of the students in each of the assignments, that they will come to know it, and accordingly they can get the marks of the respective COs. Okay, so the total 10 to 11 experiments are there, so that students should go through it, and they should do all these experimentation work. And the regarding the this reference books, you can go through this internal combustion engine by Mathur and Sharma. It's a very good book in order to understand what is totally internal combustion engine. Okay, thermal engineering, it is there. It's a Rajput, R.K. Rajput. The other one is a textbook on internal combustion engine, R.K. Rajput, IC engine and combustion and emission, Pundir VP, refrigeration and air conditioning, Kurmi and Gupta, thermal engineering. The many more books are here. You can read PK Nog, you can have basic thermodynamics or classical thermodynamics by Van Willen. It is not there, it is not written, but you can refer that book. So it's very good book to understand the basic things in the classical thermodynamics, because classical thermodynamics approach is a macroscopic approach, it is not microscopic. So there we are not going for statistical nature, microscopic point of view we are not studying, we are studying in macroscopic, means overall the effect of that system. Okay, so that suppose if the temperature is there, it can be sensed, right? So that is a macroscopic, right? How the temperature increases with the agitation of the molecules, with the change in that molecules moving one from the other, and it is rebounding with the walls and bonding with each other. So that thing we will study in the microscope. So that study is not there. We have to understand, if you want to understand the concept, we should go for the classical approach. That is given in the Van Willen book. You can refer that book also. It's very good book. So engineering thermodynamics by C.P. Arora is there. So that also you can read it. And this is about the CO PO matrix. So there are 7 POs are there. It is given by the AICT or NBA. So to achieve our program, broad concepts of engineering, that is PO1, PO2. So whatever we are studying, it comes under these groups. Okay. So, and then the specific outcomes are there, PSO1, PSO2 are there. And how our course outcomes related with that thing, it is given. It is for the lecture, it is not for the students, but here you will come, if you achieve this target, that means you are achieving your goal of vision, mission, and thereby you are satisfying the vision of our department. When you satisfy the vision of our department, ultimately we are satisfying the vision of the institute. So that's how we can have this one. This is nothing but the setting the targets. These are the nothing but the setting the targets of our program outcomes with the COs, right? So at least one we have to level 1, level 2, level 3. So this setting of the targets, it is based on the weightages as we have discussed here. So that weightages, it is discussed, weightage based on that it will be there, right? So anyhow, as a student, you don't go much more deeper in that, but you should go in the knowledge wise. You go with the curricula is your guide, and the reference books as your guides for the subjects, and teacher is a guidance. He will give the guidance. What are the things and how to do it. So accordingly, you have to plan it and start your activities. Okay. So in the next section are the modules. So I will take you what are the some of the thermodynamics fundamentals on thermodynamics, that is properties, thermodynamic properties, what is intensive properties, what is extensive properties, first law of thermodynamics, second law of thermodynamics, so that I will try to bring in my track, and then we will go with the IC engines and all. Okay. So thank you.